Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw the peace treaty for World War II. Saw a lot of change in the Americas, Africa, Europe, and Asia. Although, I don't think anything happened in Oceania. In this episode, expect to see a lot of decolonization around the world. And let's get started. So the first thing we see happening is actually going to be some decolonization. As we see Libya. What? Yeah, wait, hold up. Oh, we see Libya getting the entire colony of Sicily, and we see an old country return. The blue country that was right in here, they're back. I'm not the only one that thinks this map looks weird, right? After this episode, I'm gonna try something. But the capital for this country can actually still can be the old capital. It will be that. Right there. Next, we'll take a look at the alliance layer. Oh, great. Okay. I was fixing to do it, and I'm not even. Okay. The square alliance. Yeah, Maroon Mediterranean country. I think Greece was the other country in it. And then for the Star Economical Alliance, and for the Star Economical Alliance, I know the patrol team as well as France were in it. I don't remember if anyone else was, but sticking with this Economical Alliance, we see a new member be added to it, which will be this tiny yet somehow still colonizer, Dark Society. Well, it won't be a colonizer for long as their tiny, tiny colony right here is going to be sold over to this kind of tannish country. Next, you'll see probably biggest event of decolonization outside from World War II. So I'm going to quickly get the video quick. And here we have our decol or major decolonization of the world. We actually don't see any new countries forming in North America. just this New England, Quebec country getting all of that land, and Newfoundland getting the rest of Newfoundland. Down in South America and Central America, we see blue country forming right here. It's bluish purple. You see this very yellow-green Colombia, Venezuela, Panama maybe country forming. The entire Caribbean, other than the bit that's owned by the by America, is going to form this kind of pink country, pinkish orange. Down here we have a really pink country forming. Right below that, it's kind of this, maybe it's kind of this like purple. We have this like purple. We have this extremely dark brown green country. Yes, blue Argentina, Chile country. You're getting all of that land. See the South Argentina, Chile getting all of this land here. Maybe even making the real Argentina jealous. So they get these lands here. We see this kind of pinkish country forming right here. We see this weird blue purple country. You see it's dark blue Brazil. You also get Ireland. Next, see this orange country form. For our last two, first one is this dark red, and the second is going to be this kind of pale yellow. I seem to have a lot of countries like that. Like Pakistan, and some up in Europe. I'm getting sidetracked. Moving on from, actually not moving up from South America or North America. Major cities there. Let's add in some capitals to these countries. This extremely populated one will have their capital right there. It's Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina mix. Country will have theirs there. Chile will have theirs there. South Peru will have theirs there. North Peruvian country will have theirs there. These, the Caribbean country will have theirs there. Close. Nicaragua will have theirs there. Colombia will have right there. This Brazil country will have their capital right here. It's dark. It's red Brazil will have theirs there. Central Orange Brazil will have theirs right there. This country will have theirs in the only major city that you can have. And that is all the countries so far. Moving on from there. You see it's red country. All of this land. Yet still somehow is less populated than this orange country. The green Persia will actually be expanding their colony here. And the rest of this will become a extremely dark. Maybe it's kind of pinkish. Oh, there. That's good enough. Like a grayish pink. Stan country. Expand to north. Tanzania. Getting all of this. We'll get that little bit of land. Cielo. Kind of Sudan country. A little bit. This dark pink country will get this becoming like a large Sahara country. I think they only gained one major city though. Two major cities. This is dark blue country. Maybe. Because dark blue country farming right here. And there's this major city here is directly on the border of these two countries, by the way. This is kind of goldish country. We'll also be getting Cape Verde. See this really pink country morning. Maybe it's more really purple, but then you see this green, pretty much coastline country. You see that this is kind of pink country forming here. This dark orange country right here. And this is kind of teal country here. And that is of African countries. And time to add capitals into them. Look, this blue country. This blue country will have their capital right here. Goldish one there. Purple one will have theirs there. Green coastline one there. Dark orange one here. This purple country will have theirs right on the border of this country. This teal one will have their capital right here. Moving south, this country will have their capital right there. Moving on to to Oceania. You see, it's dark cyan, kind of really dark cyan country. Be getting this, and the rest of Australia is going to be going over to the green Persian country. Next, we see technically the first country here with modern borders. Well, they're not really borders, but nonetheless, New Zealand. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to clean this up a bit. But, we have New Zealand now. We have this small blue island nation. These islands. Here we have this orange color country, and they will have all the rest of these islands. And then we have Papua New Guinea Island divided into two countries, being that pink country and this mint green country. Both pretty vibrant colors. Capitals. Let's see. New Zealand's capital right here. You see this mint country there. It's Papua New Guinea. We'll have theirs right there. I think that's actually where Port Moresby is. This orange country will have their capital right there. And this blue one will have their capital right here. It's kind of hard for me to tell where some of the cities are. Alright. That's all for decolonization. Now we see issue for America. If you have eyes, you can see that this in the dark bluish purple country is separating America into two pieces. I mean, yeah, boats, but that's kind of boring. So we see this dark, we see a large dark red country rebelling away, and America is just pretty much going to give it the okay to do this. But America will also be moving their capital from here. And their new capital is going to be way up in here. So we now have a newer America, less land, and one other thing I do want to I do want to bring up is show that is the current year in this series. The current year is now 1916. We had tons of decolonization in this era, but now we're starting to see the Cold War of this series. It's kind of starting up. Not what I mean by that is literally that. But instead of having a bipolar system between like the Wolfid Empire and like Paul, like there kind of was in the real world, or maybe even like a tripolar system, adding Persia into the mix. I have a quad polar system going on there. That will be what the war is, a quad polar system. We will have the Wolfid Empire, like Baikal, Persia, who is the only one here without an ally, and Tanzania will be the ones all going to be working up this. But as of right now, the Cold War has not officially started. But that will be all for today's episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next one.